Do you want to play Sorcerer Battlegrounds?
No.
Nah, it's boring.
Yourself? No.
Oh my, okay. That's a question I asked many of my friends, and the average response I got was, no! The game is pretty damn boring. Well, why is that? Why are the guys who introduced me to this game, who were shilling it so much that they got me to watching Jujutsu Kaisen in the first place, why are they all of a sudden hating it? Or was it not even sudden at all? Maybe they were hating it this entire time. Well, I'm here to find out. A lot of the responses I'm about to give are from the comment section of the videos I've recently posted, so if you have any thoughts on the recent updates, the recent game balance, or anything to do with Sorcerer Battlegrounds, be sure to leave it in the comments below, as I may use your comment in the next video. But let's move on to the first point, shall we? One of the bigger factors of why people aren't having fun anymore is to do with the recent updates, mainly to do with the balance changes and the lack of new characters. And with that, I've seen a point being brought up that they've added more game passes in the last 3 months than they've added new characters. So far, they've added 1 new character, and that being Megumi, and they've added 2 new game passes, toxic emotes, which I absolutely despise, and kill sounds. Of course, they've also reworked 2 things in the game, one of them being Yuta just changing the animations, and Sukuna getting a full rework for its ultimate. Do keep in mind, those 2 things barely affected the game whatsoever, and in result, the game has stayed virtually the same for the past 3 months and has kind of made people not play the game as much anymore. I also probably have to mention the removal of dash tech, which has been one of the bigger gripes people have had recently. Aside from removing the movement aspect of the movement fighter game, it has removed one of the worst combos in the game, where if you get hit once, you lose 80% of your health because, oh well, I guess you didn't anticipate them doing a 2-hour-long combo on you. But I made an entire video on that, so you can just go watch that now if you wish, and come back to this later. But moving on. I want to ask you, how many things can you actually do in this game? And I'll tell you the answer right now. I can count on my hand, singular hand, how many things you can actually do in this game. You can get a title, and you can get all the emotes in the game. After that, there is absolutely no depth to this game. And that is one of the bigger issues why people are quitting. It's because they have absolutely nothing to do after they go above 1000 or 2000 kills. Now, I hear the guy that's on the leaderboard with over 10,000 kills yelling that, hey, well, you can try getting the honored one on the leaderboard, which will probably take you about a month to even stay on it, and about half a month of even getting there. And that's not even guaranteed, because someone can overtake you really easily. And on top of that, every month, all of the ranks reset. Yeah, no, you heard me. You lose the rank you have tried to keep for over a month. The only thing that's left to do after this is to wait for an update, and these updates are far and few between. Most of the time when they do add something, it's probably not even that good, because it doesn't change the game whatsoever. Everybody will be playing this character for about a week, and then they quit again, and wait for the next update, and this is just the cycle of the game. Of course, this kind of a tactic for a game wouldn't be a bad idea if they just added more characters more frequently, but in the past 3 months, as I mentioned, they've gotten only 1 character. With this final point, I'll move on to the conclusion of the video. I've got an unfortunate feeling that once they've added enough characters that are considered the main cast, this game will just die off. Because that's the only thing people are right now coming back to, and it's really sad. Of course, there are solutions to these problems, one of them being the addition of more game modes. One thing I will personally like to see is the culling games. Even though it's next season, I would still love to see it as a game mode. It will bring in more people, it will make it more fun if you added some form of cosmetic rewards, for example, because this game does have cosmetics. I know, crazy, nobody uses them, but they are there. On the topic of rewards, for 1v1s or 2v2s, it will be cool to see different titles. For example, let's say you get a certain amount of wins with Sukuna and you get the title, the fraudulent one or the disgraced one. Small additions like this could help the game a lot. It will make things a lot funner even right now. If they did this small change, I can guarantee you that the game will be active even more for more weeks without adding new characters or anything. Another cool addition could be a boss to the main game that people have to take down for some kind of mastery or title, so people actually have to work together. This is something that the main developer Ulrich mentioned by himself and said it will be pretty easy for him to do. That begs the question, why hasn't he? There's so many good ideas that I could list off right now, but I want to leave it up to you guys. Tell me in the comments, what do you think? What do you think should be added? Is there anything they can change, anything they can add? Tell me in the comments, I might cover it in the next video. But I'll see you in the next one.